Our project REACH features an application called ADUVA, which is Latin for help. ADUVA's main function is to allow users to efficiently make reports in situations considered to be emergencies. As the report is made through the use of this application, the responding medical personnel are given your location by means of the Global Positioning System, GPS. Persons making reports are also given basic knowledge to deal with common injuries in cases where immediate medical attention is required. The health and the national security sectors are responsible for protecting the well-being of Vincentians, and they have been doing just that. However, this is 2015, and with the current technology available in the world, there seems to be a lot of room for improvement. In the past, countless lives were lost as a result of the inefficient response of medical officials and their lack of proper first aid assistance. As of today, our rapid response system has clearly improved with the addition of new medical equipment and more skilled personnel. This, however, doesn't change the outcome of an emergency if these additions are still unable to get there in time. This is normally due to miscommunication because we are still using the traditional 9-9 system alone. This becomes extremely problematic when the person making a report is unable to speak clearly or even speak at all. Our application at UVA is geared at improving the healthcare and the national security sector's response efficiency. Its implementation would allow for a more effective method of communication between normal citizens and medical officials when reporting an emergency. Our solution is to implement our application at UVA alongside the current system that is implemented. It will remove the need for persons to give verbal directions, therefore increasing efficiency. It will give persons unable to speak legibly an opportunity to also make a report. If an individual is still incapable of using this application to their benefit, they will still have the ability to use the traditional 999 system. Our application can be easily implemented as it would only require an online server and an internet connection to be fully operational as of now. Workers may also require simple training. As for normal Vincentians, almost everyone today has some form of handset which they will be able to download and use the application. As for those who don't, both of our current mobile service providers are normally having specials which will allow everyone in the near future to acquire some sort of device.
Currently, our country's emergency response is simply too slow. It is something that our group has identified as a problem in St. Vincent which needs to be solved, and our mobile application ADUVA is what we hope is the solution. Of course, while this may be a simple mobile app, in reality, many things must be done in order for ADUVA to be a success. In fact, let me correct myself. ADUVA is not just a simple mobile application. It is a system which is intended to be where various parts must come together in order for it to be effective, reliable, and helpful. To set up this system, servers must be acquired to store report data so that it is in sync on all devices. The system would require very little financial resources as the application itself will be free and it will work in conjunction with institutions already in place, such as the Royal Police Force and the health system's emergency response personnel. The Ministries of Health and of National Security will not be benefiting in a direct financial manner, but the app is one which would help to address to the basic purpose of the ministries. This is to say, this application will strive to create a larger sense of security in the people of this nation by enabling a quick method of reporting mishaps and emergencies while also giving tips and information on what to do until the related personnel is on scene. ADUVA consists of different sections made to assist the people, including a list of the number of all medical practitioners in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a report tab which allows the user to send pictures, get directions to the nearest health center, and give precise information which will be helpful to the authority being reported to. There is also a section which gives advice on first aid for those who have small mishaps which may not need emergency care. This application will not solve crimes, nor will it perform first aid on victims, but what it does do is bring together the necessary components and information so that dealing with the emergencies becomes that much easier. It is also limited by internet speed. ADUVA is a system which would require very little maintenance apart from the server and periodic updates to the knowledge database. This makes it easily sustainable and viable. The pros of Adiuva will be a quicker response by emergency personnel and a large first aid database. Convenient contact numbers are also easily readily available to the general public.
Okay, a little visual aid to help you better understand what was said. Adiuva has two modes, the normal mode and the advanced mode. As you can see, the normal mode is for the general Vincential public, while the advanced mode is for emergency response personnel. The normal mode, well, the main function of the normal lodge or make a report. As you can see, the user is required to fill out. The user is required to add or give details on the form. As was said by the second reporter, the application offers or features a list of different modes or forms. The first mode is the first aid. As you can see, it gives a brief description of the ailment and some steps in which you can take to assist someone if they are injured or assist someone where necessary. It also gives the specialist section, it gives the information, their contact numbers, etc. The hotlines, contact number. The hospital section, this gives you the contact number, the name of the hospital, and your distance away from that particular hospital. The police station, it also does the same. The search is off. The application also offers a search function which allows users to search for specialists, first aid, hotline contacts, hospitals, etc. The voice recognition systems allows you to speak commands, to speak one of three commands: help, find the nearest hospital, and find the nearest police station.
That aids to keep out unauthorized users. They have to enter a PIN to get access to the reports that were lodged by the normal users. The advanced users also, they are able to view reports. They will get details such as the description, the distance, the services required, and the information about the people injured. As you can see, the count, the ages of the people injured, the distance, and the services required, such as the law enforcement, medical professionals, and fire services. They will be able to respond to reports. They can change the status from unsolved to pending or solved. Okay, they can also get directions to the report site, which the normal users gave the GPS to, so we can get directions to that exact location via a Google Directions API. The intended results and review with Adiuva, there will be quicker responses by the emergency response personnel, and there's a list of other things.
Okay, that concludes your presentation.
Right. Thank you.
You will now be able to present your prototype to the panel of judges.